Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are doing a rating my foundations video from best to worst, or worst to best. I'll start with the worst and then we'll work our way up to the best. But I did this a few times with my self tanners and you guys really loved that. So I was like, you know what? Let me try this with my favorite product in the world, which is foundation. So that is what we're doing today. Before we get into it, please make sure to give this a big thumbs up for me and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you love anything that has to do with makeup, then you definitely want to make sure that you subscribe, don't forget. But if you want to see me review all 30 of my foundations, then stay tuned for the rest of the video. Alright you guys, I'm a little stressed about time because I have 30 foundations to talk about. That's a lot of foundation. So I'm gonna try to make this to where, like, I still kind of explain why I put things where, but that I'm not dragging it out because I tend to like talk a lot and just like talk about nothing a lot. So I'm gonna try not to do that. Let's just get into it. I don't really have anything else to say. Let's start with the worst. So I would say my least favorite foundation that I have out of all of them is this Kevyn Aucoin foundation balm. And I hate saying that because I love Kevyn Aucoin products, but this just did not work for me at all. It broke up all over my face immediately pretty much. Like whenever I'd try to put another product on, it would just like erase. And it just made my skin not look great. I just didn't really like much about it, so I haven't touched it pretty much at all. Next on our list is the Becca Zero No Pigment Virtual Foundation. I actually did a review video on this one and I thought I was going to like it and I thought I was going to keep using it, but it honestly feels like it just works like a primer. Like it gives me no coverage, it gives me no nothing pretty much. And I was saying how like I could see myself grabbing for this like on a casual day when I want a more natural kind of makeup look, like to the mall or something. I have not once reached for this since filming that video, so I can tell you I'm a little bit disappointed. Like every time I look at it, I'm like, I don't want to use this. So I think that says enough right there. The next one on our list, and I'm so sad about this, you guys, is the Gucci Natural Finish Foundation. I wanted to like this so bad because one, it's insanely expensive. I don't want to waste my money on something I'm not gonna like. And I just expected more out of Gucci, you know? Like this just didn't do much good for my skin at all. It didn't give me like a nice natural foundation look that I was looking for. It gave me kind of weird, like my pores were just really bad with it. Just, I wasn't a fan. So unfortunately that's third lowest. Next is from Maybelline. It's the Dream Matte Mousse. Don't get me wrong, I actually did like this one, but it's definitely not my favorite consistency. It's definitely not my favorite foundation in general. I just never really grabbed for it. I thought I would be more than I am, but I just don't see myself reaching for this much, so that's why it's there. The next one on my list is sadly from Fenty Beauty. It's the Pro Filt'r Soft Matte Powder Foundation. I do like this one, but I just, again, don't really see myself reaching for it. I'm more of like a liquid foundation kind of person, so this I just like haven't really been grabbing for, you know? I don't really have a better reason than that. Next is from Revlon. It is the Photo Ready Candid Glow Moisture Glow Foundation. Again, the rest of these I like but don't like, if that makes sense. Like I like the rest of these, it's just hard to explain, but I'm gonna do my best. This I did like, but for some reason I felt like this would give me kind of little breakouts every time I would wear it, which is why it's where it's at in this pile. I don't want something that's gonna break my skin out, so that's the only reason that that is there. It's a big reason too, actually. Next is the Morphe Filter Effect Soft Focus Foundation. Again, not a bad foundation at all. It's just, I feel like the rest of these performed much better. Next is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Freshware Foundation in a powder. So for a powder foundation, I actually really did like this one. But again, I'm big on the consistency of foundation, and I just don't see myself using this much because I like to do like my foundation and then my concealer and then like a cream bronzer and a cream blush and blah, 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 blah. And you can't really do that with this. So that's why it's there. The next one is the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Skin Milk. I do really, really like this, but again, the rest of these I just use more often. Like this, I kind of forgot about in my pile, believe it or not. Next is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Stick Foundation. Again, this is a good product. I think I used this in another video that I filmed back in the day and I really liked it. But I, again, just kind of forgot about it. It was kind of just like in the back of my foundation pile and I haven't really thought about it. So for me, it's not one of my more memorable foundations, if that makes sense. Next is the E.L.F. Camo Cc Cream. I did really like how this made my skin look, but I feel like there's better foundations out there, just like for me personally. And you guys know I'm not a huge full coverage person. I did really like it, but just the rest of these are better. Like, it's so hard when you get to kind of the middle of the pile because they're all where they are kind of for the same reason. Like, they're good, but the other ones are better, you know? So I'm doing my best to give you an explanation, but it's a little rough. Next is the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. I absolutely love this, but I've tried so many new tinted moisturizers that I've just been grabbing for a lot more than I've been grabbing for this. So that's why it is down a little lower in the pile. Next is the Fenty Beauty Eavesdrop Blurring Skin Tint. Also love. I feel like it really gives your skin like that kind of blurred, flawless effect. But again, this is also one of those like tinted skin tint moisturizer whatevers, and I feel like I have better ones that I've tried. Next is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Longwear Foundation. I love this. I've actually raved about this quite a few times, and this was my go-to for a hot minute. But again, I've tried different foundations and I've used more of different foundations since using and abusing this, so that's why it's where it's at. Next is the Urban Decay Stay Naked Hydromaniac Tinted Glow Hydrator. I really, really like this, especially for days when I go to work and I want something that's a little bit more natural but still gives me some coverage. It just feels really, really hydrating and it's just really pretty. Like, it looks really good on your skin, but it doesn't really do anything like for your pores, anything like that, so it is here. Also want to point out, I know I did my top 6 foundations video. If any of these are in a different order, like not my top 6 anymore, it's because I did that video a while ago and opinions change, and my opinion on some foundations has definitely changed. So I just want to put that out there in case some things are not as high up as they used to be or are higher than they used to be, if that makes sense. So next is the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth Foundation. Love this foundation. It's like one of my favorite drugstore foundations, but I just haven't been using it. And I feel like a big part of that is because this sucks so bad. Like, I feel like you either don't get enough out of it or you get way too much and it just like explodes all over the place, or maybe I'm just clumsy, but this is just not friendly for clumsy people, if that makes sense. Like, I wish it was a pump or something. I hate the applicator, but that foundation is really, really good. Next, oh my god, you guys, I love this one. It is from Psy, and correct me if I'm saying that wrong, but it's the Slip Tint with SPF 35. Oh my god, I love the way that this makes my skin look. It gives me like the dewiest, glowiest skin ever. Like, if you want something that's gonna make your skin super dewy, this is it. It is stunning, and the color match of this is so perfect to my skin tone. It's just in the middle because I don't really know why. I don't grab for it as much as these other ones, that I will say. Like, this is definitely a more like casual day kind of foundation slash tinted moisturizer. Like this I would not wear like out at night or something like that, but I definitely would use this as like an everyday tinted moisturizer. Absolutely perfect. Next is from Il Makiage. This foundation blew me away, you guys, when I saw this, when I tried it. I made a video reviewing this because my sister had kept telling me, like, try that, I want to get it, I want to try it, but I want to get your opinion. So I finally tried it, and I was so shocked at how good this color match was and how flawless it makes your skin. Like, it's actually really, really stunning. I love it. I just reach for these other ones more. I don't know what else I could say. The next one is from IT Cosmetics. It's the Your Skin But Better foundation with skincare. This makes my skin look so beautiful, you guys. It gives me like that flawless look while still giving me like a dewy glow. It's so beautiful. Perfect amount of coverage. It's like a medium coverage, I would say. And it feels like there's nothing on your skin. It just feels so good. Only reason it's here is because I haven't been using it as much as I did before. Next up, we have the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow foundation. Again, makes your skin just look so dewy and beautiful, and it's such a good price. This is like a go-to. Like, this I can always count on to make my skin look really good, and I would say this is more of like an everyday kind of foundation for me. The next one is from Rare Beauty. I always forget what this foundation is called because it just says Rare Beauty on here, but this, oh my god, this makes my skin look so good. And now we're kind of getting into my top favorite foundations. We're down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more. So home stretch, you guys. This I just really, really love, but of course these other ones I grabbed 4 more. My next one is from NARS. It's the Soft Matte Complete Foundation. And if you guys know me, you know this is a little bit of a shock because I am not a matte foundation person at all. I always prefer like a natural to dewy to radiant finish, but this, oh my god, you guys, at one point I was non-stop just only using this foundation because it is so good. It covered everything I needed it to cover without making my skin look cakey. It didn't look too matte on me either to where it was like dry looking, you know? Just so beautiful, and I love this packaging. Like, I love the glass, don't get me wrong, but this is so practical for like traveling. Like, you don't have to worry about it shattering anywhere. I just love this stuff. Oh my god. Next is the Dior Air Flash. I love this. Oh my god. I will always have one of these on deck because this foundation is so perfect for special occasions. I would only ever use this for a special occasion. Like, I'd never use this as my everyday or just like a casual kind of thing because it's expensive. This is a high-end foundation, you guys, but it's so freaking good. Like, in pictures, your skin will look flawless. Like, if you want to go somewhere special and you know you're taking pictures, oh my god, this is going to be so good. The next one, it's an OG. I feel like this is at the top somewhere on everyone's list. It is the Born This Way foundation, the original one. So good. Again, this is one of those foundations that you can always just count on, that you know is going to make your skin look good, and you know you're gonna have a good makeup day when you wear this. It's just really, really beautiful. Next up is the L'Oreal Skin Paradise Tinted Moisturizer. I have been using this like crazy, you guys. It just gives my skin the most perfect, like, natural looking glow. Like, when I wear this, it looks like I'm not wearing anything on my face. It just makes my skin look like it's naturally that perfect looking. This is probably my favorite like drugstore foundation slash tinted moisturizer just because it's so perfect. Like, I absolutely love this stuff. I need to go buy like 10 more of them because I can feel myself running low, and I will not let that happen. So love that. Next is the Tom Ford foundation stick. This one just makes your skin look so flawless in every way, shape, and form. It's the perfect coverage, perfect finish, just perfect everything. I love it so much, but these other ones I just reach for more. So my number 4 has to be the La Mer Soft Fluid Foundation. Just like I said with some of the other ones, this was all I was wearing at one point because I was so freaking obsessed with it. Now I don't wear it as often because I have 3 other ones that I like a little more, and it's so expensive. I think this is like $120, just like insane. This is definitely my most expensive foundation, but it's La Mer. Everything is expensive from La Mer, and everything is amazing from La Mer. It has skincare in it, which I really, really love about it. So it kind of justifies the price a little bit, right? It's just so, so, so good. I will recommend this a million times over. I 100% think it's worth the money. It's just these other ones, I grabbed 4 more again. I just love this, oh my God. Next is my number 3. It is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. I'm wearing this right now, and I feel like it's just making my skin look so, just like, perfect, you know? Like, I feel like I have not a pore in sight. It's just like my skin looks so smooth and so good, and it's because of this. I absolutely love this stuff. Oh my God, this has been like my most recent obsession, and I'm gonna put you guys on a combo that you are going to be absolutely obsessed with. If you're someone that loves a medium coverage, a more kind of radiant finish, then this combo is going to be everything for you. It is my number 3 foundation mixed with my number 2 foundation. And yes, this combo is expensive, but I'm telling you guys, nothing beats these 2 mixed together. That's the Charlotte Tilbury and my number 2 foundation, which is the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Foundation. I love this foundation so much. You guys, I am pretty much almost out of this. You can't tell because I had it like this in my drawer. I'm almost out. I need to get another one. This foundation just makes your skin look so, so beautiful in the most natural, yet like, I don't even know what, like Greek goddess kind of way. Like, it is just, everything about it is so perfect. Like, it gives you the perfect coverage, the perfect finish, the perfect wear time, the perfect everything. But these 2 mixed together, if these 2 were one foundation, it would probably beat my number 1 foundation, because what I get from these 2 together is insanity. And then last but not least, my number 1, I think you guessed it, it was my number 1 in my top 6 foundations video as well, and it is the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. This foundation is just wonderful in every sense of the word. Like, I have been buying this for years, and it's just been like my go-to for the longest time. Just like I said in that other video, if you haven't watched that other video, go watch it so you know what I'm talking about. But just like I said in that video, this is the foundation that you can always count on to make your skin look absolutely perfect, no matter what you're doing or where you're going. It just literally does something for your skin that nothing else can do. It's just like, I said this probably a 1,000 freaking times already, but it's like the perfect amount of coverage, the perfect finish, the perfect wear time. It blends so perfectly with other products. Like, just everything about this foundation you need. It is expensive. I think it's around like 62 or 64 bucks. But I think if one foundation is worth your money, it is this. I've never met somebody that didn't like this foundation. It works for literally pretty much everybody, and it's just my favorite. Like, every time I take a picture with this, every time I film with this, every time I just wear it out in general, I get compliments. I'm obsessed with the way I look. Like, I just feel so confident about my skin when I'm wearing this. So just everything about it is freaking amazing, and I can't recommend it enough. That was my number 1, and I think that was all 30 foundations. I think I covered everything. I hope I did. If I was forgetting anything, please let me know. But that is all I have for this video. I hope I explained everything well, but if you guys still have any questions about any of these or just foundation in general, comment, let me know. I will get back to you. And if you have any recommendations of foundations that you want me to try and test out and review for you guys, comment that too and let me know, because I am always open to trying foundation. It's my favorite thing in the world, in case you haven't already noticed. So make sure to comment, say hello, give me a big thumbs up if you haven't already, and please subscribe to my channel. It means the absolute world to me if you do. It just shows your support. So thank you so, so much. But stay tuned and I will see you guys in the next video.